You know what is? Oh shit! You know what? Fuck! You know what is? I'm trying to. Give me a second. You know what is sort of black and white because
Peter Molyneux.
She wears black clothing.
Good games.
Bayonetta. Bayonetta has black hair.
Really doesn't work.
You could have done something like Horizon Zero Dawn did good in sales. Breath of the Wild did good in sales. But this next game... But yeah,
fucking
no, you didn't.
sucked!
Was mediocre at best, but...
In any case, we recently had a surprise port of cult. Well, not is it a cult classic? No, it's a classic at this point. I think general classic.
It's a Death Cult classic
on Switch. I've never played it, but I believe both of you have, right?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
It got released on Steam the other day on PC, and now apparently Platinum is teasing Bayonetta to be released for Switch? ? Exclamation point.
Mm-hmm.
Click here to find out more.
Good one. That
like and subscribe. 10 reasons why Bayonetta should come to the Switch.
And every single reason is on a different page, so you have to press to the.
First of all,
to the next
it would
reason.
be awesome.
Am I right?
Yeah, YouTube. Well, like and subscribe.
So I'm just looking.
Hey, tell me what you're looking forward to Bayonetta down below in the comment section.
I'm looking at the picture that sparked the rumor, and they have indeed two pictures in one. So the top one is in blue, the other one is in red. So it sort of looks like two Joy-Cons. But now they look a little bit closer. The bottom one is from Bayonetta 1, and the top one is from Bayonetta 2. So now I'm wondering if it's not only Bayonetta 1, but both games coming to the Switch.
Well, that's what they did with Wii U, so it wouldn't be that far of a stretch to that they would just port that shit onto the Switch.
Coupled with the fact that 2 was funded in part by Nintendo. So 2 is only coming to the Switch, and it's not going anywhere else.
Indeed.
So it's coming to the Switch.
If it will do. If it will, yeah. But
I mean, it's happening. It's happening!
Yeah.
It's happening!
Are they just going to do that with every game for the Wii U, port it over to the Switch for a second life?
It's kind of looking like that.
Oh, how many games did they port over? Mario Kart?
Mario Kart.
Do we count Zelda? I mean, Zelda, they did the same thing with... Zelda was released at the end of life,
Twilight
so it's...
Princess.
I don't really count that. I'm glad you accept my
slowly
opinion.
But surely, I mean, it could be. Fill up that library for everybody who missed it on Wii U. Why not?
I'm of two minds about this, because on the one hand, there's a lot of people, just because of the limited install base of the Wii U, there's many people that didn't play a bunch of good games that were released on that system. So in that respect, it would be great to have them on here. And I would like to have these games portably, but on the other hand, it shouldn't be perceived as just a Wii U port machine. I don't know if it runs that big of a risk of that happening. To be honest, we already have a bunch of new games coming up, so yeah.
Maybe further down the line, who knows?
If the game is good, I would be interested in a portable version. And the funny thing is that I bought the duo pack of Bayonetta for the Wii U. I finished 1. I never even touched 2, and now it's in storage. So buying a new copy would be easier for me, actually.
But there's no official confirmation yet, right?
No,
but it's Platinum also, so it could be. They're supporting their library actually pretty well, one would say, with the release of what's called Vanguard
for the
and
Turtles
Bayonetta
game that they did.
But that one we'll just forget, so.
I like Turtles, man. I want a good Turtles game. It was my first fandom as a kid.
Ooh, cares though.
Nice.
I do.
Why do you? Yeah.
Good Turtles in time.
Why do you still care?
Yeah, I was wondering because I did a remake of that, an HD re-release a couple of years ago.
But it wasn't well received.
Nowhere to be fucking found on.
Yeah, it got pulled.
I wanted to buy it recently, and
you can. I think
found.
Because of licensing issues, they had to pull it from the store. So that's already, I think, 5 years ago, man.
By the way, I'm just ignoring the past 2 minutes and going back to the Platinum story. Because they
Still a Platinum story.
They also seemed to Twitch. No, it's now a shitty turtle story. They also seem to tease the Wonderful 101.
Ah, yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that's correct.
Wait,
they are also going to they want to port that as well to the Switch, right?
Was that Platinum that did that game?
Yeah.
Huh.
Tis. And
didn't even know that.
Considering that 3 people played that game, there's definitely some merit to putting it.
So yeah, I was not one of those three people. It was sort of a superhero Pikmin game, kind of like, right? Or action platformer, but you had a group of 100 characters or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you could transform into different shapes and do battle. And I want to go into more detail because I own the game, but again, I didn't actually play it.
I was going to ask did you play, but okay, thank you for that piece of information.
Oh, I gotta work on that backlog.
Wait, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm going to say this because we're on Platinum anyway. They are also going to patch the Nier Automata PC version because it doesn't run really smoothly. But they're going to patch it, so good for you, Platinum. But I haven't played that game, so you're not the only one, man.
I want to play Nier.
Nier Automata, or
I really want to play Nier.
I'm on the fence a little bit. If the price goes down, because I played the demo and the demo wasn't really good. But then the game came out and everybody is loving it, so I have to take maybe a second look, but not at full price, of course, because let's be honest.
I'm actually looking at the Japanese Twitter account of Platinum here, and they tweeted out a picture of that one of their artists drew of the main character 2B, and it says, "Nice ass," in Japanese.
It's definitely just kind of like waifu the game.
No, I don't think that's fair. And I didn't play it, so I cannot properly defend that statement.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, there was an achievement if you look down her skirt for 10 times or more.
I believe that.
Beautiful.
That is indeed an achievement that's in there.
Thank you,
but
Japan.
I watched... When I was in America, I watched a friend play the demo. And we were all kind of like, this is really weird. It didn't feel very exciting, and it just kept going. Mm-hmm. It felt very long.
It also felt like an Unreal 3 game wherein everything is brown.
It was very
I love
brown.
those.
Yeah. It was very Gears of War palette.
Yeah.
And
it was
the
always...
weird thing is, back in the day on
palette.
the PlayStation 2, I did play Dragon Guard, the first one. Mm-hmm. And that was definitely not a perfect game, but it was a fun game. I had a lot of fun with that. And that was all about giant open fields with very poor draw distance and tons and tons of enemies.
It's a feature.
And you could
dropping frames left and right.
No, it was fun. You had a bunch of different weapons, and you could just hack your way through armies. It felt pretty cool.
It was a sort of Musou game, right?
Yeah, kind of like that. Mm-hmm. And Nier apparently is set in the same universe, I think.
No,
apparently much
better. It looks
better.
Completely different.
Yeah, it is set in a future of one of the endings of Dragon Guard. Just to keep it simple.
Just to keep... Man, the wikis and stuff, I think I watched one video that tried to, like right before the game came out, that was explaining like the history of the lore of Nier, and they lost me after like the first 30 seconds. There's just so much, it felt so Japanese in that sense, just so many random characters. And
this is more difficult to grasp than the Kingdom Hearts timeline.
Yes.
That cannot be true.
It might very well be. They're vying for that title.
If you make a game called 375 Days Divided by 300, you lost me.
How about Dream Drop Distance? It's 3D. Get
or
Birth by
title.
Sleep. Birth by Sleep.
Birth by Sleep.
Mm-hmm.
What does it even mean?
It's the story. Well, it's the story of Jesus' birth. Mary got visited in her dream by an angel, and then she gave birth. So
But
yeah, there you go.
He didn't give birth by sleeping.
Well, in her dream, so she was sleeping, and then the angel came down, and I don't know if this is biblically accurate, but I'm just going to assume that's the case. So the secret Christian messages in Kingdom Hearts 3 coming to your local game theory channel.
More belts for God.
More belts. More belts.
Buy more belts for your Lord.
All right. Well, in any case, so that was Nier. That was Bayonetta, I should say. And
that was
we got
Platinum.
off track there. It was Platinum. That was
Platinum story.